Hello, and welcome to my Pacific Wonderland, the great state of Oregon. My name is Jillian Layton. I'm 16 years old, and this is my 7th year in 4-H. And this is my video to apply for the 100th National 4-H Congress Youth Design Team. My favorite leadership quote is, "What you do has far greater impact than what you say." So instead of standing here and saying everything that I do, I just want to go show you guys a couple of the things I do in 4-H. So let's go see what those are. My name is Jillian. I've been arranging for 6 years, and my piece of advice to you guys, and what I see a lot of juniors do is I guess you guys aren't juniors, you're intermediates, but don't overstuff your oasis with flowers and add greenery. A lot of times it's like a lot of flowers just like crammed in there. You want it to be full and covering the oasis like Abby said, but have some loosened air to it. Good luck. Okay. So in that video, the judge asked me to give a quick piece of advice to the younger members about bar arranging for their contest. And I'm so grateful I got to do that because I remember being that shy little girl who was so afraid to disappoint her parents and disappoint her family and disappoint her leader in those type of contests. So, and if I could go back and a senior could give me advice before I did the bar arranging contest, it would mean so much to me. And so my biggest thing is I want to provide that for some other little girl in 4-H who is so scared to disappoint and just wants to exceed and to feel like they can't, and just give them the feeling that no, you can. It just means so much to me. And so even though it's hard for me to do, I absolutely love that judge was like, go up there and talk. And I want to continue us doing that no matter the judge in our bar arranging contests to come. Hello, and welcome to the Oregon State Capitol building. Last spring, I was here with some of my fellow state ambassadors, and we got to advocate for Oregon State Extension funding. I got to use my public speaking skills to talk to senators, representatives of Oregon, and in front of the Education Committee about what 4-H has done for me and others I know. Oh, it was so cool to advocate for funding in a cause I really cared about. That day meant a lot to me. I don't get the opportunity to go and do that type of thing through my school. I live in a school district where there's one high school, one middle school, and there are a few elementary schools. But it means a lot to me to have that opportunity and to go talk to my senators and representatives about 4-H and tell my story in 4-H, because I feel like my story is different than everybody else's. I'm not an animal person. I didn't have a family member who did 4-H besides my grandpa, which was like 60 years ago, and he doesn't really remember anything he did besides that there was a county fair. It really meant a lot to me to go and tell my 4-H story and to tell all of you my 4-H story. That really meant a lot to me, and it was such a great opportunity, and we got that funding, and that was just so amazing. And so I really am glad that I got to share that with all of you. So those are a couple things I've done in 4-H. I wanted to show more, but I only have 5 minutes, and those grasp to my major focus areas: community and kids, and helping improve 4-H at the state level. And those two things come together to form my big why in 4-H: to give back to my club and community, because I know that's where it starts. And that's truly the reason I want to be on National 4-H Congress Design Team. Some people want to be on things like Design Team or go to Congress just for their resume, and that's great for one person. But I know if I was on Design Team, I could help create one of the best Congresses ever that truly help people find their why and how to give back to communities. And I could impact so much more than just my club and community. If we could create a Congress that helped everyone find their why and how to go back and help their club and community, we would truly be changing our country in 4-H. And that's why I want to be on National 4-H Congress Design Team. Thank you, and go 4-H Clovers. Yeah.